Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Inner Lift. I'm your host, Marielle, and this is a podcast all about mental health, personal development, and your physical health. Today, I have a very special guest, my first guest ever that I am so excited to announce. Her name is Bree Henry. Woo! She is the founder of Weylyn Apparel. I am sure you've seen this all over social media and Instagram. She's a business owner. She's a fitness queen, a women's empowerment icon, and she is someone that's honestly highly relatable and very inspirational. Brie, I've been following you forever. I sound like a stalker right now, but I have been following you for a long time, and you're just a very inspirational woman. So I am just so excited to interview you today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm honored to be the first guest.
Yes. I mean, listen, like I said earlier, like I had a little bit of a list and I was just like, no, like it feels so right to just interview you first because you just align with my podcast and you align with my mission and everything. And I feel like you're just someone that a lot of people can relate to. And I feel like that is the most important thing when it comes to my podcast, like having someone that's an inspiration and it's just like a strong force as a woman. So I'm just really excited. And where I wanted to start with you was more on the business side. My first question for you, and I have my little paper in front of me just in case I forget anything. But my first question is, what was the overarching motivation and inspiration behind starting your clothing brand, Weylyn?
I like this question because I think that so many people think that there has to be like some big crazy story about like, I was so inspired based, I had this idea, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not my story. And I'm very honest about that. Probably like 9 years ago, I would say all of the fitness influencers that I was looking up to, they were all starting clothing lines. It was like Christian Guzman, Taylor Chamberlain, Buff Bunny. They all had athletic apparel lines. And I was like, oh, like, like one day, like I'll start my own too, like whatever. Like one day when I'm a big fitness influencer, I thought I was like gonna blow up on social media. That has still not happened yet. But that was what I thought was gonna happen. And I was like, I'll do it one day. And then I was just listening to a podcast with the founder of Lululemon. And I was like, wait, this guy's not special. Like he did it. Like, so can I. Like he doesn't have like any like crazy thing. Like one thing kind of just led to another. Like he did it. Like why not? So I started just planning for it. I just thought it was cool. I mean, I'm a girl. I love fashion. I was super into fitness. So I feel like it kind of like, it made sense in that way. And I was just planning for it. And then truth be told, I just got a good tax return that year. And can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. Okay.
I'm like, absolutely. Show up as yourself, girl. You say whatever
Okay.
you want. I don't think there's any like children watching this.
Okay.
I would hope not. Wow. I read about this. I saw one of your interviews and I think it was with Voyage. I did a Voyage interview too. And I read through it and it's just like such an inspiring thing that you listened to the Lululemon founder and you were just like, this person isn't this like special person. He didn't have this big background. And that was like a defining moment in your career. I feel like that's so inspiring for people. Which leads me to the next question, which is, what do you think, like, what was the most scary part for you in starting your business? And I'm sure there were so many parts of it, but what were like the scariest parts that you remember, like in the beginning stages?
I feel like this is hard for me to answer because I've never been afraid of like failure in any way, shape, or form. Like from the beginning, my mindset has not been if it works out, it's just been like when it works out or like whatever. It's not, will this work? Like it's gonna work. It's just how long will it take to work? And I won't know that until time goes on. And so I don't know that I had a whole bunch of fear.
Wow.
I would say I definitely had challenges, but I don't think as far as my business, there was that many things that I was necessarily afraid of. And I feel bad because that's not helpful advice.
No, I love that. So where did that come from? Like, have you always been like that where you're just like, I don't care to fail. I don't care to get like rejected by anything. Were you always like that?
My dad is like that. He just doesn't see like when anything happens, like even like truth be told, like the last 2 months of this business, it's not been that great, but like I don't even view it as in my mind as we're failing right now. I just view it as like, oh, like, we're down 2 months. Like we're going to be back. Like, why would we not be back? We're going to keep working on things and implementing different strategies and trying different stuff. And like, we're going to be so back. Like, I'm just not worried about it. And my dad was always like that. Like shit would just be hitting the fan. He'd be like, well, this sucks. Like I'm having a bad day, but like if I have a bunch of bad stuff happen in a row, like good stuff is bound to happen at some point.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of raised like that. And my dad just always kind of made us think that like we could do whatever and like whatever we wanted to do, we could do, and we would always figure it out. We didn't grow up with like a lot of money, but like always figured out financial situations and things that we were going through. And so I was just like raised by that like that. So I just feel very grateful for that. I can't necessarily say that that's anything I've worked on myself. That
Yeah.
being said, I feel like as you do get older as an adult, you do start to realize like, oh my gosh, this could go wrong and I don't have any money. What am I going to do? So
Mhm.
those things can kind of creep in. And I have done the work to make sure I'm not stressing myself out as much. But I
Yeah.
think naturally from a young age, it was something that I was taught.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that it's a very rare quality in people, especially with business. Because I was the complete opposite, to be completely honest. Like, I still get scared all the time. I just feel like it's kind of whether you have that quality or not, it's still being able to just kind of walk through. But so you said something, and I feel like this is one of my biggest draws to you when I first heard about you, because I heard about you through oh my gosh, I forget her name, but she lived in Delaware and she was on Love Island. Kelsey?
Kelsey,
I think,
yeah.
yeah, we talked
I
about
love
her.
Kelsey, yeah.
Yeah, I saw her wearing your brand. This is a long time ago. I think this was when you first started in like 2019 or maybe it was 2020. And when I like one of the first things I remember now that I'm looking back on it was like how vulnerable you were on social media and just as a person. And you just said something that I feel like a lot of people will try to mask of like, even if I'm down in like the past 2 months, haven't been the greatest. And I feel like you having that like you're not fearful and not scared of anything like, that comes with, like, such vulnerability too, like, you're such a vulnerable person. Did that come naturally to you, being vulnerable, or is that just, like, something that you've been doing along the way to kinda share your journey?
I've just never been good at lying. I've just always been so honest, and I've just always been a yapper and an oversharer. So I don't even think that it's like I've never been like I need to be vulnerable for social media or like so people know and so people can learn from me. It's just like that's just who I am. I just tell it how it is. Sometimes I have had to work on maybe telling it a little bit too much like it is to some people
Yeah,
sometimes
I
because
feel you.
maybe sometimes I should bite my tongue. But
I feel that.
I just have always said what I thought, and I've just always been super real and honest, and I've just never been good at lying. What's the point? What like I can't wrap my mind around it. I've still and I meet people to this day where they're one way on social media and then they're another way in real life, and I'm just like, what is the point of this? I'm so confused. Why are you doing? Who are you putting on this show for? Like, it's weird to me. Why are you
Yeah.
being fake? I don't understand it.
Yeah, I feel like when you're a real person and that's just like a core part of your identity, it's really hard for you to be that way. But and we're gonna talk about like the whole confidence factor because I feel like you are a confident person and that's very ingrained in your clothing brand too. Like that's a big mission behind your clothing brand. And I just feel like I don't know, it's if you're a real person, then it's hard for you to be fake, but I guess that's not the case for everybody, you know? But yeah, that's such a great quality. I really honor your vulnerability, and I feel like
Thank
that is
you.
just a big draw towards your brand, and I love it. So, that brings me into and we kinda tapped on this, but what is the experience of entrepreneurship been to you? Like, how has that been? Has it been, like, up, down, side, side? Like, how has that experience been for you?
Definitely been a little all over the place. I
Yeah.
feel like I have 2 kind of different chapters I guess kind of 3 that I was in. So the first, I would say maybe 3 years of the business, that was when I was living in California. I started by myself, but then I eventually asked my boyfriend at the time to be part of it, and so we were running it together, living together, and that whole period was just like I look back now, and I'm like, I wasn't even working. I wasn't doing anything. Like, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was always excited about the product and like the creative part and the photos and all of that. But as far as like learning how to develop a business and get more sales and grow like the business side of it, like I wasn't doing any of that. Like I would wake up and like maybe do like an Instagram post and pack a couple of orders and like maybe like look at online on like some other like product inspiration for a future product and like that was it. Like what was I doing? I don't understand what I was doing. I would literally go to like TJ Maxx and Home Goods every single day on the way to the warehouse. Like I don't understand. I have no idea what I was doing back then. And I'll just briefly touch on this, which is also like really important. Why who you choose as your partner is a big
Mhm.
thing because I'm not saying it's his fault. Like those were my own actions too, but like we enabled each other to like fuck off and like not work like
Yeah.
we should have. So that was like that area or era of my life. And then whenever I moved to California, sorry, from California to Florida, that was a period of the business that that was the only time in my life where I was like, oh my God, it's failing. Like me and my ex were on salary for a little bit. I was so excited. I like announced to everybody I quit my job. I didn't have to personal train anymore or waitress. And I was like so excited I was on the salary. But like realistically, hindsight, looking at it financially, like we shouldn't have been on salary. Like I don't know what we were doing. I just
Yeah.
wanted so badly to be like, look, Ma, I made it. Like
Yes.
I wanted not even necessarily to show people, but just because that's what I wanted to be a successful business owner.
Mhm.
And so then the repercussions of that were hitting me whenever I moved to Florida. And it was just
Mm.
bad timing because I'm freshly out of a 7-year relationship. And
Wow.
then I'm dating for the first time at 29, like realizing that like this could be a whole nother podcast episode, but realizing that men are just not always out for the same things as you. So I'm
Yes.
struggling dating. And then I like just moved to Florida, so I don't really have friends there yet. My business is like not doing well. I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to go back to getting a job. And I'm just like overall mentally unwell.
Hmm.
So that was this little period, and that was the only time in my life where I was like, "Fuck, like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Like, maybe we can't come back from this." The business was in, like, over $30,000 worth of credit card debt, and we were barely getting any
Wow.
sales, and I didn't know what to do. But my little brother swooped in and was like, "Okay, I'm gonna lend you this money to get another round of inventory." And then a couple months after that, he ended up joining, and we kinda, like, built back from there. But that was a period where I was like, "Fuck, like, do I keep
Wow.
going?" But then once I was out of that, there hasn't ever been another chance that I've looked back. And now from then on, so I'd say like the last 3 years, it's been a period of just really trying to figure out how to actually run it as an e-commerce business.
Mhm.
Like I said before, I was so just like, social media, do a post, like one day it'll go viral, blah, blah.
Yep.
Like, no, you have to run it like a business. Like there has
Yes.
to be back end stuff that need to happen and you need to learn how to do all of that. And so now I'm just in this phase of trying to figure all of that out. And I would say, I mean, the biggest struggle just through all of that is personal cash flow and business cash flow.
Yes.
You know, having
Yep.
to waitress on the side and personal train and make all my money and then also have time and energy to work on the business and then also making sure that the business is cash flowing and being in my 30s and being embarrassed because I'm single and I'm dating and I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't have any money." I'm, like, so embarrassed for these people to know that I'm also
Yeah,
in
the
personal
shame with
credit
that.
card debt. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I think that the money and being, like, this, like, struggling entrepreneur in your 30s when all of your friends have stable income, like, that I think was my biggest struggle overall with the entrepreneur life.
I totally resonate with that, like and I wanna go back a second. You started your business in California and then moved to Florida?
So technically, I started it in Pennsylvania right before I
Yes.
moved to California.
Got it. We did the same thing.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
moved to
remember we were
California.
kinda talking about that, yeah, and I
Yeah,
was, like,
why
laughing,
did
and
that
then you're,
not
like, in the
click in
Philly area now, yeah.
Why did that
We're,
not
like, the
click in
same
my
age.
head? I'm like, I moved to California. I kinda started it in Pennsylvania, and then I drove to California. That's when I started my fitness business and just went all in, never looked back, and then moved to Florida. And in Florida was like then I had to pick up another job, and then I helped open a gym. So it's like the same thing. I'm like,
That's so
"What is
crazy,
going
we have
on?"
literally the same
Like, am I
journey, what?
listening to myself? And then you also talk about, like, the shame with money, and I totally get that, and it's so hard to, like if you do have people around you and friends around you that are working 9 to 5s and have a different life, it's really hard to not, like, feel alone and, like, feel shameful, like, when you are, like, your money's up, down, side, and you're, like, in the, like, earlier stages of your business, right? So, I totally resonate with that, and I just wanted to say that, like, that is such a hard thing, and, you saying that out loud, it's just so refreshing to hear, and I feel like it's great that you're saying all of these things, like, all of the negatives and highs and lows because, yeah, people need to know, right? Like, it's 'cause social media, it looks like thriving and, it's all of that, right? And it's just so refreshing to kind of hear, like, your experience. It's so interesting, like, and I really resonate with that, of course, too. You said something about having to, like, have your side jobs, and I remember on social media, there was, like, a story you posted, and I just happened to see it that day, and it was along the lines of you getting another job or finally being able to step away from your side jobs in your business again, and how big that was for you, and I remember being like, "I've never told anybody that about" like, I wouldn't talk a lot about, like, the struggles of my business openly a lot because I think I felt some shame in that, which
Mhm.
I really admire that you didn't really have that as much, like, you kinda just powered through.
I had
But
it, but
but, like, you said that you finally left your job that day. I remember I, like, deeply resonated with that because I was like, "Wow, good for her." I weirdly felt like I was following myself because we had such a similar journey, and I remember how inspirational that was, but I just feel like it's a subject that people don't really talk about, and I just wanted to kinda hear about, like, how that was having jobs at the same time that you're trying to grow your business, like, what was that like? And you were serving, right?
yes, yeah. So one of the quotes that I heard forever ago, I don't even know where I heard it, but it was do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And that is just
Mm.
something that I just always stick with myself. Like even like one of my friends just was in between jobs and she was upset she had to go back to waitressing. And I was like, dude, it's temporary. Do what you have. Like, I know you don't want to
Yeah.
do it, but you have to do it. You have to pay the bills. Like, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And like, I always like try to remind my friends of that when they're, in jobs that they're not loving. And it's like, I get it. Like, but sometimes, like, I mean, they say in the army, like, you have to embrace the suck. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just part of it. And it was a struggle because the last place that I waitressed, I wanted to be somewhere where I wanted to be worth my time. I want to make a lot of money. And so therefore I'm working weekends in places that it's open till 2 a.m. But then by the time you actually close and you get out of there and you get home, it's 4 a.m. and like you're exhausted and you have no energy. And then I'm like
Yep.
also trying to work out and I'm like mentally beating myself up because I'm like, oh my God, I should be doing more work. But also like, even if you're sitting down at your computer and you're like clocked in from 9 to 5 on top of your waitressing job or whatever, like your brain doesn't function the same as if you
Totally.
actually are getting the sleep that you need and you can only focus on one thing. And so like, I'm definitely 10 times more productive now that I'm only working for myself, but it's okay. Like, I still did what I needed to do, and maybe I wasn't able to get as much done, but that's where I was in life, and that's part of my journey, and that's part of my story, and you have to do what you have to do, and you can do what you want to do.
I love that so much that I highly resonate with that too. I'm like, it seemed like there was like a click for you. Like in the beginning of your business, when you first started, you were kind of like doing all these things that would not move the business forward. And then finally, like it clicked in your head of like, there's so many things that I just have to do to be able to move this forward. And this is like a question I just have out of my head right now, not even written down. But what like keeps you going? Like, is it your mission? Is it like you don't want to give up on yourself? Like, what like keeps you going? I know that you said that you don't quit things, but like, why is it so deeply ingrained into your brand and into your clothing brand? Like, what has made you keep going at the end of
I'm
the
ha
day?
I'm having fun. Like, this is fucking
Really? I
fun.
love that.
Yeah, like, I love my life. Like, this is so fun. I'm literally, like, waking up and, like, designing fucking workout clothes. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Like,
I
this
know,
is so
right?
fun. And then, like, how could I not be having fun? And then even, like, there's back end stuff that I don't love, but, like, I love the process and I love the journey, and that's very Gary V of me, but, like,
I love it. I love him.
how fun is it to see yourself progress? Think about it. You're in the gym and all of a sudden you're like starting to see like a little more muscle or a little bit more lean. Like that's cool as shit. Why would that not feel the same in your business? Like I'm learning
Hmm.
things now that I didn't understand before. Like right now I'm trying to learn how to use AI. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'm excited. I'm excited.
No, please be yourself. Show up as yourself.
I'm trying to learn how to use AI to help like grow my business and all these things. And yeah, it's confusing and there's a learning curve and I don't understand it, but it's fun to now I learned how to show my AI agent how to do this. Oh, now he knows how to do this and blah, blah, blah. Like it's fun. It's fun to see the progress. Like the business this time last year was only hitting this numbers in sales and now it's hitting more. Like I love, this is the whole mission of Still Not Done too with my business. Like I
Mm.
want people to get the most out of life and I want the most out of life. I'm having fun chasing a bigger life and chasing dreams. Like I want more money. I'm not afraid to say that I want fuck you money. Like I want to be
Yeah, yeah,
on a
yeah.
yacht partying, like
Oh
whatever
yeah.
one day. I want my kids to be the ones that are made fun of because they have a hot mom and they come from money. Like, sure. Like, why not? Like, I want that for myself. I'm having fun chasing it.
Ugh.
I want the most out of life.
That's such a good answer. I didn't think you were gonna say that. I love that. That is so important to have fun and like have play in what you're doing. And so going towards your mission and the still not done, that video that you posted on social media, and for anyone that doesn't know that's listening, please follow her. Like she's such inspirational content. It's like not even funny.
Yeah.
And you're so vulnerable in how you show up. And I saw that video of you crying in your car talking about you not being done yet, even though you've gone through like so many hard things in your business and you were crying and something happened with a piece of your clothing, right? When you first came out with,
Mm-hmm.
you launched something, right?
Yeah.
And you were like crying and showing that. And I loved that. Where does Still Not Done come from? Because I feel like that's such an iconic part of your business.
So, okay. I knew that I needed to have like some type of slogan. And like I said, Christian Guzman I actually don't even know if it's Guzman and or Guzman, but whatever.
I don't know either.
I'm like, I should probably know this since I
I
love him
think
so
it's
much.
Guzman or something. I don't
Is
know.
it great?
I think. I don't really know. I follow Heidi more than him.
Yeah. But I really looked up to him back in the day. And so he started doing for Alphalete, they started doing Proud But Never Satisfied. I was like, damn, I
Mm.
feel that. I resonate with that. And so that was really in my head. And I was like, I want to think of something like that. And I was doing screen printing for my personal brand back then, Brianna Henry Fitness. I was doing like little t-shirts that I did at like a local print shop and then we would ship them out. And whenever I was looking online for like ideas for t-shirts, one of the print shops I was looking at, a t-ball team Had still not done
Oh my
as
God,
their
get out.
slogan, swear to
Get
God.
out.
Yeah, it was like a T-ball or a baseball team or something, and they had still not done on their shirt, and I looked it up and it wasn't trademarked. I stole the shit out of that.
Sorry, T-ball team. Like, I'm
Fuck
taking
them
that from you
kids.
guys. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, they probably still use it. It's fine. I'll let them use it. I stole from them anyway. But
Wow. That is
yeah.
so interesting.
So the
But how does that
concept was
resonate?
yeah,
Yeah.
the concept was something that like I felt that anyway. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that puts into words how I feel. And so that's what it just like hit. And even like the name Weylyn, like it was a baby name on Pinterest. Like that's what I feel like people think that they need to have these like eureka moments. Like, no, like
Yeah.
if you're just out there working towards something and you're starting to like brainstorm and do all these things, like things can just start to come to you and you'll find them in random names, whether it's a baby name on Pinterest or like a quote on a T-ball team shirt. Like things just start to come to you when you're optimistic and you are in like you have the energy that you're looking for something. You know what I mean? I don't even know
Yeah, your
how I'm trying to
creative
say.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when you're like doing something you love too, like when you do something that you like is meaningful to you, and you
Yeah.
can still do something that's meaningful to you and like have a 9 to 5. It's not like people have to go start their own businesses if it's not for
Mhm.
them. But
Mhm.
having something that like is driven through purpose and like meaning to you, that's how you like activate your creativity and like the flow state and get into those zones where you feel like then things come to you more and like you get these great ideas. And it's just because you're operating out of that state. So that's sounds like you are in that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
and
great.
and and I feel like also with that, I like to always tell people too, like, one thing always leads to another. Like,
Mm.
I never thought that I was gonna have an athletic apparel line initially. Like, I thought I was gonna be in the medical field, and then I ended up getting really into fitness, and then I became a trainer, and then it led to this. So, like, one thing always leads to another. So, like, if you have an idea, like, just start to run with it. Like, maybe it's not gonna be your long-term business or, like, your thing that you do forever, but it can lead you to the next thing. Like, you just have to keep rolling with the punches and with the tide and just trying to keep playing with things and keep if you do feel that creative energy, like start to do something with it. Even if it doesn't turn out to be something, maybe then it gets you to realize what you actually are interested in.
So true. So true. And I feel like we talked about this before, but like the whole playing small thing, like you want to teach women how to, which is ingrained in your mission, right? You want to teach women to stop playing small and to start playing big. And what's your inspiration behind that, of that whole playing small thing?
I just the way my brain works, I don't understand why you would play small.
Yeah.
What is the what is the point of that? I mean, I know that like some people do it because like they have a lot of fear, but like
Yeah.
fear of what? Like I think you should be fearful of not living the life that you want or the life whether you believe in God or the universe or whatever, the life that was intended for you. If you're playing small, you're not going to have it. Like you have
Exactly.
to like yes, you can manifest and, journal and all these things, but if you're not putting in the work and actually going after things and taking chances, nothing like it's not going to come to you. It doesn't just fall in your lap.
100%. And I feel like that's going back to your like deeply ingrained the way that you are of just like not having fear and like not being scared. I feel like that ties into that, right? So you're just someone that is just like an empowering person, and that's why I'm just like I feel like people are probably revved up right now. I feel like people are going to start their own
And run
business
through a
after
wall.
this.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah. Running through a brick wall currently. So, what does confidence in your clothing brand actually like feel like? Like, why is that? Why does confidence go into like Waylon? Like, kind of talk about the confidence built into your clothing brand.
So I realized, I would say over the last 2 years, that this was something that really was important to me. It was one of those things where, like I said, I started the brand just because I wanted to. I was like, this is
Hmm.
fun. I want to do this. And then the mission developed over time with everything.
Yeah,
And I would say the last 2 years in particular, we started getting a lot of reviews. Women were saying that they felt really confident in the pieces. And I was like, wait, I love that. Like my clothes are making people feel confident. And then I started to kind of like pick that apart more on a deeper level. And I really struggled. It was funny you said at the beginning that you think I seem like a really confident person. And people say that to me all the time. But I have really struggled throughout my life, and I still struggle here and there with confidence, in particular with like my looks was a main thing. And even like I said, I felt I struggled feeling confident about the fact that like I wasn't financially stable in my 30s and I'm
hmm,
out here dating. So like I've definitely struggled with confidence. And I think especially with social media and the beauty standards that we have, like it's really hard to feel
yeah.
confident nowadays. Everybody's comparing themselves to everybody else, or you're worried that people are comparing you. And so confidence is something that I've struggled with. So whenever I realized that I was making products that were making people feel confident, I was like,
Mm.
holy shit, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. I used to help people when I was an online coach and a personal trainer physically feel more confident in their body because I was helping them transform. and I stepped away from that, but now I'm helping them feel confident when they put this workout outfit on. And like I said, I started to kind of think about it on a deeper level, and I realized that the gym has given me a lot of my confidence. Like a lot of
Yes.
who I am today is because I got into the gym. And you and I were kind of yapping about this
Yep.
on the side the other day. And so I've always been super active and fit. I was an athlete growing up and everything. But then whenever I was in the military, I was like, wait, this is like really cool that I can do more push-ups than a lot of these guys. Like I was like, being strong is cool. So that's how I got into lifting weights. And then I just started doing like harder and harder things. And I kept being able to achieve more. And that just gives you confidence. Like whenever you're
Mm-hmm.
doing something that you don't think you do, or something that feels like seems really hard and you can do it, like that gives you confidence. You feel good about yourself. And then your body's going to transform as a byproduct. So then that's going to help your confidence as well, because you feel better in your own skin and how you look. And if you feel better because one, you know you can do hard things when they come at you in life. And then two, you feel good because your body is now showing all the hard work that you've put in. Now you are going to show up on that date and you're going to be more confident. Now you're going
Mm-hmm.
to show up at that job interview and you're going to be more confident. Now you're going to start asking for that raise because you're confident in who you are and you know you can do hard things and you deserve it. And it just snowballs, and then you just get more confidence and it just keeps going. And like, then that ties into being able to go after what you want in life. Like it
Yes.
all comes together. And I just like, I really got amped up whenever I like started realizing that. I was like, yes, I'm gonna help people change their life. And like the people are like, oh, it's just workout clothes. Like, no, it's not just fucking workout clothes.
No, it's
It
the
is
mission.
feeling
It's a movement.
confident. Yeah. And it's a movement. Thank
It's a
you.
movement, girl. Yes, it is. I totally forgot you were in the military.
Me
What
too.
what made you go into the military? Do you feel like that gave you confidence?
I mean,
Or
I
did it
guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it did. It did. I went in because I couldn't pay for school, and I'm not really big on researching things. I take action. I'm a doer, which can be
Yes.
great, and sometimes it can get you into the military by accident. And I was like freaking out. So I went to a smaller school at first, and they would just be like, "Oh, here's another loan. Here's another loan." And I transferred to Penn State, and they were like, "Okay, like you owe more money. Figure it out." And
Mm.
I laugh at it now. I don't remember the amount, but I'm pretty sure in hindsight it was only like $2,000, which now I giggle at. But at the time I was like, oh my God, $2,000. And like I didn't ask my parents for money. So I was like, how am I gonna pay for this? Like I don't know what to do. And I was venting to my best friend about it. And she was like, oh, like I think you can join the military and I think they help you pay for school. And I was like, okay. So I literally like signed up with the recruiter, and then he just told me what I wanted to hear, and I didn't even tell my family. And like the next day I
Oh
was at
my god.
MEPS swearing in. Yeah, my parents were pissed when they found out. But I just like did it. And then afterwards I was like, damn, like wow. Honestly, not even like at training. I was like, oh cool, like whatever, I'm in the military. But like afterwards, once I was in for like 2 years, I was like, what did I do? I have a 6-year contract. Like
Oh my
what
god.
really, like, what was I thinking? But it all worked out. It's part of my story and it made me who I am and it led me to where I'm at in life. But I don't know. I just do shit and it just one thing always comes. People were like, you were in the middle. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I got there, but like it just was.
Yeah. So, my god, that's so wild that you were just like, "I'm all of a sudden in the military. I'm like, let me just do this thing."
That's
But I
literally how
love
it
that you're a
happened.
doer, though. I love that you just do things, you don't really think about it, like, you just go for it. I feel like it's better to be that way and just, like, taking action than not taking any action at all, and, like, going and 1 year of your life, you're doing something completely different than the other, and I feel like that's growth in, like, its full definition, and I really appreciate that, and I really it inspires me for sure. Oh my god,
Don't
you're
join the
you're
military.
such a cool but yeah, join the military. I'm like, "Should I join the
Don't.
military?"
No,
Oh my gosh,
that's
that's
funny.
incredible. So talk a little bit about for a second, like, I remember you and I were talking about this when we were chatting, your confidence as, like, a young girl, like, it wasn't as much as it was now. You were kind of tapping on that a little bit when you were talking about confidence, but when you were younger, you weren't confident, and then it sounds like you kind of grew your confidence through the things that you've done by taking action. But what did it look like when you were younger? Like, what did your confidence look like? Were you insecure? Would you compare yourself? Like, talk about that.
So I would say around the time that I started caring about boys is when it like really became an issue, I would say. So, which I feel like a lot of people can probably relate. But like the
Yeah.
first, I would say like up through middle school, like I was like the class clown. Like I was like goofy, like on the cheerleading squad. I was always trying to make everybody laugh, and I was always out there and whatever. And I was just having fun, like being myself. And I was a fucking weirdo. Like to my core, I'm a weirdo. And like that was so out, like when I was in like middle school and everything. And then whenever I was transferring school, I was going to go into a private school instead. And all my friends had more money than me. And I started caring about boys and what they thought. And I was like, oh my God, I'm ugly and blah, blah. And you like, I was a cheerleader and I was a flyer. So I had to worry about being skinny. And then all of a sudden these other girls
Mm.
were skinnier than me on the cheerleading squad. So there was just like all the things you deal with growing up, I feel
Yes.
like, just started to hit me. And I would be like insecure because like my friends had more like designer clothes than me and like this and that. And so, all of those things I think just started to compound in a young age. And like a boy once told me I was a butterface. And like ever
Oh
since then, it was just,
God.
yeah. And like, mind you, like
Did you punch him?
he's okay. This is gonna sound mean, but he's fucking ugly. He has no hair.
So
He's a
he was
loser. But
projecting
like,
on you.
why? But like, that sticks with me to this day. Like,
I
why?
know, it's crazy. Bullying.
Yeah, he's a
Yes.
bully.
No, it really leaves some crazy, crazy scars. Like, I don't
Yeah,
listen, I don't know if you've ever been to therapy, but I have. And there just are things that I got when I got bullied that just like are just subconsciously like ingrained in you, and
yeah,
kids are so mean, you know?
yeah.
And that's so crazy. Ew, he was the butterface. He was just projecting on you,
I'll
loser.
just show you
I
a
hope
picture
he's
of him
listening
later.
to this right now.
He probably is because you know what's fucking funny? He's such a fucking fan. I actually blocked him
Really?
because he was messaging me all the time, kept asking me to go out with him and all these things, and I was like,
The same
no.
person?
Yes,
And how old were you guys when he calls you that?
I was in high school, probably like
And
a
now and
freshman
then
or
he was
sophomore.
messaging you and trying to go on dates with you?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
so he was bullying you because he liked you.
probably, and yeah, and I
Weird.
was I was dating his best friend, and so yeah. Anyway,
Weird.
that's a whole
Ew.
thing.
Listen, we gotta, like, pray for people like that because it's
Yeah,
their own insecurities, right? And they just project
yeah.
them on other people.
But
A
when
lot of
you're in high
people do
school, you
that.
don't know that. In high school,
Oh
you just let
god.
it make a deep fucking wound, and then you have to try and
Exactly.
like
You're like,
heal
"Oh
it
my
for the
god,
rest of
maybe
your
I
life.
am." Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
wanna talk a little bit about the gym just rebuilding your confidence. So you tapped on it, but you felt like when you started to go to the gym that you were just kind of building this confidence the stronger you got. Was it through weightlifting? Was it through, like, athletic training? Like, when did you start to feel that confidence in the gym?
So at the time, I didn't recognize necessarily that it was confidence. Like now looking
Yes.
back on it, I can look and I'm like realizing that I was gaining confidence. But at the time, like I was just having fun. Like I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I can lift heavier weights than I was doing before. Like, and I also think that like sports gave me confidence growing up. Like I think like anytime you're working towards a goal and then you're able to achieve the goal, it just makes you more confident in who you are. And then
Mm.
I got really into the gym, got me really into personal development. So I started listening to like podcasts and audiobooks really young. So I was also working on myself and the inner work. And then when you realize that you're starting to handle situations better, like you just over time are gaining confidence in that area too. You're realizing your mental health is improving and things like that. And I think you can do all these things and not realize at the time that you're gaining confidence. And then you look back and
Yes.
you're like, oh, shit, I'm a completely different person
I'm
than
that
I was a
bitch.
couple of
Yeah.
years ago. Period.
Love that. It just sounds like what you're saying is like when you pour into yourself and you start to do things and transform yourself and go to the gym, it just goes into other categories of your life,
Yes,
right?
100%.
Yeah, it's such a crazy thing. What would you tell someone right now, like a woman that has zero confidence that's listening right now or feels like really down about herself? Like, what would you tell that person since you used to be there at a certain point, right?
You have to act like her before you can become her. Because
Mm,
even now, I have days like I've been struggling. I've had some gut issues over the last year, and like my self esteem can be in the shitter sometimes. And I literally, even if I like do not feel good about myself, I've been doing this in particular the past month. I go in the mirror and I'm like, "You're a bad bitch." I start saying affirmations, literally, and then like so I like turned one that I've been doing. It's like into like a little like chant now, and then I start dancing, and then I'm having fun, and all of a sudden I forget about the fact that like I would have torn myself down in the mirror instead. I'll be
yes.
like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm skinny, I'm strong. And like, I'm literally just like dancing. Like, I literally, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fucking like bringing it down in the
You're
bathroom.
raging, you're like headbanging.
No, like literally, I'm not even kidding. And so you have to just like, your brain believes what you tell it. And over
Yes.
time, if you just keep saying these things, you're going to believe it. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I'm, I'm like, you can decide that you're pretty. You don't like, who care? Everybody else looks at things differently anyway. You can decide you're pretty. You can decide that you're fit or whatever. Like, I was also thinking I was talking to a friend about this with dating. I'm going on a date tonight. And I was like, you know what's really cool about dating? You can literally just decide who you want to show up as. Like, this guy doesn't fucking know
Yes.
me. I can be whoever I want. So if I want to show up to this date and just decide that I'm fucking confident and I'm funny and I'm this and that, like, I can do that. And that's the thing. You can just wake up each day and just decide, like, if you want to get into running, just start saying, like, I'm a runner. You just, I'm a fucking runner. Like, did you know that about me? I'm a runner. You put on your shoes, you put on your outfit, and then you just go and run. It doesn't matter if you're good at it or if you're fast or how long you're going. Like, tell yourself you're a runner. Keep telling yourself you're a runner, and then you're going to become a runner. So if you have no confidence, maybe you just want to pick one area of your life because it can be overwhelming sometimes to try and change everything all at once. So, maybe your confidence is about your body and you say, you know what? I'm a fucking bad bitch. I'm strong. I'm fit. I'm healthy. I'm lean. You can start saying these things in the mirror. Even if you don't believe them, that's okay if you don't believe them yet. And then when you start doing those, then you have to put the action behind it, of course. Like, you're not just gonna, like, magically fucking wake up the
Mhm.
next day and be the things you're saying. But if you can get yourself in that positive mindset, like, no, I am strong. Or maybe if you even just want to say something like you can believe, maybe you need something a little more believable. Like, am capable of being strong. I will be strong. I will be healthy. Like, you can start there if that is easier for you to wrap your brain around. Because that was one thing for me with money. I would be like, I'm rich. And then I like look at my bank account like, no, bitch, you ain't.
Yeah.
No,
It's a little harder
so
there. Yeah.
yeah, so that was an area for me. I had to be like, okay, like, I am going to be wealthy. Like, it's already mine. Like, that is my future. It just hasn't hit there for me yet. And so now I'm actually
Mhm.
working through limiting beliefs because now I like
Mm.
still think I haven't worked hard enough and I think it's so far in the future. So now I have to rewire my brain to like convince myself that it can come now.
Yes.
But it's all a process. You work on it and you get
Mhm.
better at it as time goes on, and you're not gonna just fucking flip a switch and be there tomorrow.
It's a
But
muscle. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like
100%.
a lot of words of affirmation you use. It sounds like a lot of, like, words that are, like, in your head. You'll say a lot of it out loud, and then your
Yes.
brain will start to kinda hear that. Has that
Yes.
been, like, something that you've done along the way and a part of, like, your mental health practices? Like, do you do that every day?
I would say I find myself relying on it more every time I kind of realize that I'm being mean to myself. So
Mm,
it's something that I've learned a couple of years ago, and I'll be consistent about it for a while, and then I'll kind of fall off. And then I'm like, wow, like, I've really been tearing myself apart lately. Like, that's not cool. And
yeah.
so then I could come check back in and be like, all right, we're doing the affirmations again. Like, literally. So Mel Robbins was somebody who was, I think, like the high five theory or
Yes, I
method or
was gonna
whatever.
say that!
And you literally give yourself a high five on the
Yes.
mirror. The first time I ever did that, I cried
So
because it
did
was a
I.
time. We're the same
So
person.
I was gonna say that 3 minutes ago. I was like, "I'll bring it
That's
up."
so funny.
I
That's so
can't
funny.
believe that.
Yeah, I literally cried because I was just like, "Oh my god, I've been being so mean to myself. Like, why would I
Yes.
talk to myself like this?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I love you." And like, it
Yeah, it's
was
like
like an
high-fiving
emotional
yourself for
thing.
doing nothing at all. Like,
Yeah.
just starting your day like, "Hey," like, you
Yeah.
it's like a "you're enough" practice, basically.
Mhm.
Which, by
Yes.
the way, did I see that Mel Robbins commented on one of your videos?
Did she?
Did you know that?
No.
Go look at one of your pinned videos on Instagram. Mel Robbins commented on one of your videos. I swear to God. Did you not know that?
No.
It was, like, an older video.
Wait, is it the one that wait, no, wait, no, was it the one where I used her audio for the push-ups, I think maybe? Was it that one?
I don't think it
No?
was on your
Okay.
I thought you were getting, like, coached by her or something. I was like, maybe she knows her or something. It was your sorry for everyone that's listening right now, I have to look at this. I don't know which one it was. It was one of the videos, maybe it was on Weylyn, but Mel Robbins, like, claps for you. I'll have to send it to you.
Okay,
And
period.
then Kendall
I didn't hear
Toole's
that.
NKO Club, like, do you know her too?
No!
Do
Wait,
you
I
not know
didn't know
this?
that don't always see this stuff apparently, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like your stuff's being seen on Instagram, and
Oh,
it
that's
should be
cool!
because 'cause you're an empowering person and your message is
Thank
amazing.
you.
But yeah, I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know you didn't know that Mel Robbins." I was like, "I have to ask her about the Mel Robbins thing because
No, I had no idea.
that's crazy." Oh my gosh. I think she said, like, "You go, girl," or something like that, and it was
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
Robbins. I clicked on it because I was looking through your stuff, and I was like, "Maybe she gets coached by Mel Robbins or
Like, that's
something."
so fun. No, maybe one day.
I
I
mean,
love
girl,
that.
she's commenting on your videos.
Maybe I'll
She
coach
sees what you're
her.
doing, which is
No, I'm kidding.
incredible. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your product. I have 2 sets and I love them, and they really
Yay.
do make you feel more confident, and they make your body look so good. And something I love about yours, because there's obviously so many fitness, apparel brands, whatever. I've never the touch of yours is so different and feels so good, which it kind of feels like Lululemon, but it doesn't because it's not Lululemon. But I really love that part of it. I love how it says still not done on the inside, which is absolutely incredible. And I just love how it like enhances your body. It like really enhances it while keeping like that actual shape. So talk to me about like the product and like how much of you goes into it and how you kind of design the products.
So, like I said, I started a business myself, and now
Yeah.
it's me and my brother. He's my partner, but I do pretty much everything. He does like kind of like some stuff with the ads and some like business direction, but otherwise, like
Yep.
I do everything. So I design the products. I go back and forth sampling with the manufacturer, and then once I confirm them, they'll get shipped to our warehouse, which is in Arizona. We just have a company that ships things for us. So
Wow.
I am the only one doing all the designing. which I like to point out because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I have a degree in nutrition and it's been very like figure it out as I go. And
Yeah.
there's like things in fashion called tech packs where like if I was a real designer, I'd be using a tech pack and there'd be all these things. But like, I like to share this because even if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to make a tech pack, and you don't know how to sew or whatever, like you can figure it out as you go. And also, like, if our products are this good, while like it's just me, like imagine how good they're gonna be whenever we
Yeah.
have a full team of people that I can hire people more knowledgeable than me. Like that's what makes me excited too. Like our stuff is already so good, but and also like money wise, like I don't like Lululemon can do their own manufacturing and they can make their own
Yeah.
fabrics and things like that. Like we can't do that yet. Like as a small business, we actually just in the last like year and a half are now doing custom colors. Like before I could only choose colors that they had available to me, and now I can actually choose my own colors, and now I can actually
Mm.
choose my own accent colors now too. That's a new thing. That's why for a
Wow.
while we could only do like the white as the accent, but now we can like we have more options as you grow because you're ordering larger quantities. You can do more things with them.
Hmm.
So I do it all. And like I said, I'm learning as I go and I'm always trying to figure out how to make things better. And I just am so passionate about things being perfect. But it is hard because I just try them on my body. And obviously everybody fits a little bit differently. So, it's sometimes hard to make things like I have a tall friend. She's like, I want them taller. But then my short friend's like, no, I want them or longer. And my short friend's like, I want it shorter. So little things like that are kind of tough. But I'm so obsessed with I want people to put it on and just be like, holy shit. Like I can't believe this is a small company. I can't believe they haven't blown up yet. Like you said, the fabric, I had Apparel Lululemon lines and I was like, I love these, but they felt like a little cottony to me. And so I
Yeah.
wanted to find a fabric similar and I just lucked out. My manufacturer sent me one and I was like, this is it. And I've been thinking about like, I want to branch out and have different fabric options, but that one's so good. I'm like, how am I going to get one better than that? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But, I also think something that's different about ours is I've noticed that a lot of brands kind of look like they're made for people that don't have muscle or like curves or
Yes.
anything. And so many of our customers like actually work out. And when you work out, you have thicker thighs, but a smaller waist and whatever. And it's like you need the clothes to fit that. And also, like you're saying, like enhance it and make it look better. So it's just like,
Enhancing.
I can't believe it is 2026 and there are very big brands that I look up to that still have this straight across seam on the back of the butt. I'm like, "What?
Right at
That
the
looks so
top, right?
yeah, and it's just straight." And I'm
I think
like,
I
"That
have it
looks
right
so
now.
stupid."
I think I have it right now. I'm wearing
Burn
Lululemon. Does
them.
Lululemon have that?
Yeah, on some
What is
they have
that?
some
What's
different
that
stuff.
for?
I don't fucking like, I don't why are you doing a straight like, doesn't do anything for anybody's butt. Why would you not want it
Yeah.
to, like, give it a little bit of curve to make your butt look a little more flattered? Like,
Yeah, it's right
it's weird
here.
to me. And
I'm
sometimes, like,
looking at it.
it'll hit sometimes, like, right below like, instead of sitting at the top of your glutes, it'll
Yes.
sit, like, down on people's glutes, and first of all, I feel like that's gonna make the leggings, like, not stay in place as well.
Yeah.
But once again, it's not, like, properly enhancing your figure. Like, if products are made right like, I'll see girls that are wearing things sometimes, and I'm like, "That would look so much better if they cut the straps in this way or did this or that." Like, I really want things to accentuate your figure and make you feel better about yourself. Like, I don't like, if somebody sends me a sample and the strap goes straight up, but I think it would look better if the strap was moved in 1 centimeter, like, I make the tiniest little adjustments to just show, like, okay, like, it's gonna be more flattering if it hits this way or that, whatever, and, like, all of that is
Mm.
so important. It's not about, like, yes, it needs to stay in place and it needs to perform for workouts, but why not also make your back look like freaking hourglass shape? Like, I'm very
Yeah.
meticulous about where the seams go and all of that because, like, I want women to feel confident in our sets. And how are they going to feel confident if they just have these straight across lines and front seams that give them camel toe and this and that, and the straps just go
Mm.
straight down, like, and are making them look boxy? Like, it matters where you place the seams and the straps and everything.
Yeah, so that's so interesting. I never thought of that before because obviously, like, I am a trainer and like I wear fitness stuff all the time. And I'm just like, like, whatever. Like, that it looks, I think it looks okay. But now that you're talking about it, I'm like, it totally doesn't. And something that I'm wondering is, do you think it's because you were a trainer before and you know, like, the anatomy of the body and muscles that kind of helps? Because listen, anyone that's listening right now that's like, oh, I don't have a lot of muscle, like, maybe I can't wear it. That doesn't matter. Everyone has muscle. Like your glutes are muscle, whether they're bigger or a little bit smaller, whether your shoulders are a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Like that is like defining parts of your body, obviously. So you're just kind of defining the body more. Do you feel like that's because you were a trainer and you get the way that the body is?
Yeah, and I mean human
Yeah.
anatomy. Like whenever I thought I was gonna be a PA. So I was originally studying like medicine and the human body and
Oh.
all of that. Yeah. So like I understand anatomy. And you're saying like even if you don't have like a lot of muscle on your glutes, like don't you want your butt to look bigger? What girl doesn't want their butt to look bigger? Like,
Mm.
don't you if you don't have a lot, like let's accentuate it so it looks like you have more. And, like, yeah, like you were saying, like, even if, like, you don't have, like, jack shoulders or, like, if your back was a certain way, like, there's still things that you can do that, like, regardless of your body type, it can enhance the way it looks.
Mm. I love that so much because I'm like obviously all about muscle and I know you are too. And of course there's all different body types out there. Like we love all body types, but every woman should want to build muscle, which kind of this is my going to be my favorite question to ask you. We've chatted about this a ton and our content is in total alignment with this about the skinny trend. And this is not, by the way, me asking this question. Anyone that is skinny naturally, or we're not shaming that body type at all. We love all body types. But we're talking about like the malnourishment that's now hitting like celebrity culture and with like Ozempic. And I'm just curious, like now that the skinny trend is back, right, in culture and in the headlines, all we see is like Ariana Grande that looks like she is a 3 month old right now. No offense. I hope she's okay. And just all these celebrities that have been taking Ozempic just to get skinny because they don't feel like putting in the work. Like, what are your, and I could go on and on about this topic, and it obviously lights me on fire because finally women started to like lift weights and get past this trauma of like, oh, it makes you bulky type thing. And, I know you do Pilates and so do I and yoga, but like, what is the importance of like gaining muscle to you? And like, what are your thoughts on the skinny trend being like a woman empowerment, like muscle person?
So, I will say first, I wanna say, it gets into my head too. Like, as somebody,
Yeah.
like, I really care about lifting weights and all these things, like, I still wanna feel dainty and tiny and feminine and whatever. Like, yes, I
Yeah.
wanna have muscle and I wanna be strong, and I saw this video this one day, and I just, like, never resonated with anything more. This girl was like, "I'm gonna be just, like, a little tiny blah, blah, blah." She's like, "But then I wanna flip a car." And I was like,
I think
"Yeah!"
that's
Like, literally, like, I've never like,
masculine,
yes, I
feminine.
yeah,
Yep.
and so, like, I wanna be strong, and I also I understand science, and I know that human anatomy in the body, and I know that to protect my body as it ages, like, I need muscle. I don't wanna fall
Yeah.
and break a hip. I don't wanna be able to, like, not be able to stand up and play with my grandkids and whatever, and I know and also, like, you look better as you age if you have muscle, and it's gonna, like, help with, like, just how preventing, like, all-cause mortality and all these different things.
Yep.
Like, muscle is so important, but also, like, it can give you a womanly shape too. Like, I have an ass because I lift. It's given me curves because like, was doing my lat pull downs, and now I have, like, an hourglass. Like, muscle can give you a feminine shape too. Like, it doesn't just have to be this, like, whatever, like, manly vision that some people have in their
Yes.
heads. But I just wanna say that, like, the whole, like, skinny thing, like, it fucks with my head too. Like, whenever I was getting more into Pilates, I'm like, "Oh my god, like, do I wanna be, like I wanna be smaller and smaller, smaller, smaller." So, like, it can, like, affect everybody, even somebody who's so passionate about lifting weights. So that's why it's so dangerous. Like, I care about lifting weights so much. Like, how is it affecting somebody that's never even gotten into weights yet and, like, them thinking that they wanna be tiny, and it's
Yes.
so dangerous because to be healthy, you need muscle. It's like the quality of your life as you age is just gonna be exponentially better if you have muscle
Mhm.
on your body. Also, like, it helps with, like, your insulin sensitivity and all these different things. Like, you can be more metabolically flexible and eat more of the foods that you enjoy and all these things if you have muscle. Like, there's just so many freaking benefits to it
Mhm.
that I think we really have to, like, just pound those into people's heads.
Yeah.
But I also, like I kind of feel like and this is kind of just, like, coming to me now as I'm thinking about it, I think we have to remind people that, like, you can be hot too with muscle, like, because a lot of it like, we do like, a lot of it is about aesthetics, like, it is so important for function and whatever and health, but, like, we all wanna look good, we wanna feel confident, we want people to, like, think that we look good and all these things, so we have to kinda, I guess, from like, I mean, when I look at Ariana Grande, like, for example, like, not, trying to shit on her once again, but, like, she looks sick. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah. Well,
doesn't
she
like
clearly
she
is.
she like, that's, like, ill, like, we shouldn't be, like,
Yeah.
looking at her and being like, "Oh my god, like, she looks so good," and that's why even sometimes, like, I nowadays, like, I'm afraid to even tell somebody that I think they look really good if they lost a lot of weight because 'cause I'm like, "They're probably on a
You
fucking
never know.
GLP-1," which can be used in good ways here and there, but also, like, what if she's abusing it and now she's gonna get super unhealthy because of it and she just relies on it for the rest of her life and she's gonna lose bone density and all these things, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't even wanna say anybody looks good because what if they like I said, they use one of those to get there and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, people keep saying I look good, I'm gonna keep
Yep.
using it," and then they're gonna fuck their health up from it.
Exactly. Yeah. And did you see Skinny Talk? Like, have you looked at that on
Uh-uh.
TikTok?
I'm sure that I've, like, seen things, like, come in a
Yeah,
little bit
it
here
it
and
was
there,
like a
but
huge thing. I think it was about like a year and a half ago. I think that they TikTok started taking it down, but it was basically all these women coming together and powering together and being like, if you want to be skinny, like it's a mindset and like just basically
Ah,
saying like this is how you talk yourself out of eating and just stuff like that. And it was
no
really
way.
horrible and damaging. And like Kendall Toole sounded off on it. And like a bunch of people in the fitness industry were kind of sounding off on it.
I didn't
And
see that.
yeah, it's really interesting how, like, it just comes and infiltrates back into culture, like, in random ways. Because I think that, like, when we're younger, like, young girls, it's like it's everything you see and, like, TV, and it's just what's portrayed. But obviously, like listen, there's always people always come to me and they're like, "I'm trying to be like, I don't wanna get bulky, I don't get bul" I'm like, "We don't even have the amount of testosterone that will ever make us get to that point," you know? And
Yeah.
it's just such misinformation, and it's so crazy. But my one thing that, like, I'm just so curious about is with your clothing line. I've tried it on before, and, like I said, like, I am very confident in my body at this point, like, even well before I was a trainer, I was lifting weights for a long time just like you. And when I put it on, I was like, "Oh my god, I feel like my body looks so much better. Holy crap." Do you feel like when you first got into the gym, you tried on, like, a fitness outfit and that really helped motivate you get in the gym? I feel like when you have, like, a great outfit and you're starting out in the gym, which I think a lot of my people that listen to my podcast are, like, trying to get, like, fitness or personal development advice, right? And they're trying to work on themselves in the gym. Do you feel like having, like, a good outfit helped? And, like, I did because I did. I feel like I would always tell people, like, if I had an outfit out that I would feel so much better if I, like, had a gym like, a cute little gym outfit when I was starting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I feel like I feel like most girls probably feel that way. Like if
Yeah.
you like just have like your cute little outfit on, like you just feel more excited about going to whether it's your workout class or the gym or whatever, and like just anywhere you go in your life. Like also like dress for the position you want. Like for a job interview, like dress for the position you want. Like if you're going to the gym, like dress if you want to be this fit girl, like dress like the fit girl. Like
Yep.
doing it like we were saying before, like act like her before you can become her. Like start
Mhm.
doing all these little things to get you more excited about it. Like if you say like, "Oh, I'm not a gym girly, blah, blah," and you show up in like your t-shirt and like sweatpants from like 10 years ago, like, yeah, you're not gonna feel like a gym girly. But if you
Exactly.
have on your set and you can kind of like get yourself into this mentality, like, no, I do this. I go to the gym. I consistent.
Yeah, I
The
love
whole
that.
mindset, it rolls in. I wanna
So
touch one more
true.
thing. Sorry, on
Yeah.
this skinny thing, I wanna bring this back because I thought of this afterwards. One thing that has been helping me remind myself, like, "No, I don't wanna follow the skinny trends," is, like, doing cool things, and I guess hard things too, like we were kinda talking about earlier, but, like, how cool is it that, like, I can lift something heavy? How cool
Yeah.
is it that I can pull up my own body weight and do push-ups, and I can go to a boxing class and hold my own, and I can do
Yes.
box jumps? Like, it is so much more interesting. Like, how we look is the least interesting thing about us, or else it should be, and if it's not, maybe you should be doing more shit with your life. Sorry, but, like, you should be doing like, why don't you wanna do cool shit? Like, being able to do cool shit with your body, like, our bodies are capable of so much, we are capable of so much. Why are we not doing it, and why are we not more excited about it? Like,
Oh my god, we could just mic drop it right there. Oh my god, I love that. I never even thought of it that way. I never did, and I know you do so many different styles of working out, which is amazing. I know you do yoga, you do Pilates, you lift weights. I see you doing, like, power movements in the gym and explosive movements, doing box jumps, you're boxing, like, you go on walks, you run. I feel like you do every possible category, which is, like, incredible, and you're saying that it usually will stem from the fact that you're able to do it, like, your body can actually do that. It's
and
not
I'm
like you
just
have
having
to be
fun.
amazing at it, it's just, like, your
Yeah.
body can actually withstand that type of workout, all of
Oh,
them.
I'm bad at boxing. Like, I, like, am posting these videos, I'm like, I know my form is bad. I'm, like, waiting
I'm
for someone on the
terrible,
internet
yeah.
to, like, eat me out, but, like, I'm having fun. Like, it is so fun. Like, get a little bit stronger, get some power, and then, like, go, like, hit the bag and be like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking it up." Like, it is fun. How do you not have fun doing that? I don't
I
understand.
love that, which leads me to, like, one of my final questions before we start closing, about the balance of masculine and feminine energy. How do you balance that? Because anyone that doesn't understand, like, masculine energy is, like, the ability to, like, go for it, like, get tasks done, like, it's not like man versus woman, it's just, like, that, like, drive and energy and, like, basically fuck you energy, and then feminine is, like, your adventurous side, like, your, like, dainty side and, like, your creativity and all of that stuff, like, your intuition. Like, that's your feminine. How do you balance that in your, like, business and personal life? Because I know it can be hard with being an
Mhm.
entrepreneur.
I definitely didn't balance it well the first few years, and especially, like, I was in a long-term relationship where, like, I was in the masculine energy a lot of time in the relationship,
Mm,
like, I was doing everything, and so
mm.
that and being the business owner and all these things, like, unfortunately, there was just, like, a long period of my life where I just was never in my feminine.
Mhm.
And then I also feel like I got into my head. One, I probably thought it was a good thing at the time that I was in my masculine, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get all this shit done." And
Yeah.
two, I didn't fully understand, like, what was feminine energy, and I was just like, "Oh, like, I'm just, like, not girly. I don't like the color pink." And I feel like I was didn't realize, like, no, when I'm being creative, I'm in my feminine. I didn't realize all these things that, like, I would do that already put me in my feminine energy.
Mhm.
So the more I kind of learned about it, and then also just, like, healing from some childhood trauma, because I feel like I had to be an adult way younger than I probably should have had to be, and things like that. So I think just kind of starting to heal all of that and just, like, allow myself, like, I wasn't letting myself be in my feminine for a while. And I feel like now I don't even necessarily, like, have to think of the balance. Also, like, the last guy that I dated, he was just, like, an actual man and, like, helped put me in my feminine, and I didn't have to think as much whenever I was with him. So being able to experience a relationship like that is, like, very helpful to kinda, like, let you be
Yes.
in it more, and just, like, just healing over the years, like,
Mm.
especially if you're somebody that did go through something traumatic very young, or you had a situation where, like, you had to be in charge or be responsible or be whatever really young, I think it's, or if you got rewarded whenever you worked hard and you did things as a child, like,
Yes.
hard work was very much so praised in my house. So, like, I was like, I have to go hard and I have to grind, and, like, that's how I will achieve things in life, and that's how I'll be loved and all these things. So, like,
Yep.
I think just working through that and just, like, realizing that, like, you can just dance and flow between the 2. Like, I don't even have to, like, really think, I don't even
Got
think
it.
about it as much as I used to. Whenever I wanted to tap into the feminine side more, I did have to think about it. I mean, and even now, like, sometimes I struggle, like, sometimes I, like, feel, like, awkward, like, I feel like, I feel like feeling sexy is, like, more the feminine, and that's something I had to kind of work on a
Yeah.
little bit over the years, and I'm still struggle with that sometimes, but I'm like, "You know what? No, like, I can kind of flow between this, and I don't even think about it anymore. It just kind of just happens, and I just am always trying to figure out ways to just feel more me and feel more free. And then I
Mm.
think when you can get to the point where you're just so naturally in tune with who you are, and you're moving through life based on what feels right for you and what's in tune with you, I think that you will just naturally flow between the 2 without thought
Oh,
or effort.
I love that. Just like the healing part, especially too. It's just depending on like what you were more when you were younger. I know I was in the masculine a lot, like way too much. So it was like a little harder for me until I healed. So I like really
Mhm.
resonate with that. That is just a beautiful way to describe it. Okay. So we're gonna close out with just a couple questions. What do you want if someone were like, okay, I'm gonna buy Waylon, like what do you want them to feel from wearing your clothing line?
Like, they're a badass bitch. Like, they can do anything.
I love
Like,
that. I
I
knew you were
want
gonna
them
say
to
that.
be like, I want them to feel the mission behind it. I don't want them to
Yes.
just be like, "This is a cute set." I want them to be like, "Yes, like, I'm a Wayland girl. I'm here to fuck it up. I'm here to take whatever I want in life."
I'm buying 5 sets right after this. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, baby, I love that." Okay, and then what does more in life look like next? Like, what are you still not done with next or right now?
I there is no ceiling for Wayland. Like, we are going to the fucking moon. Like, there will
Yes,
be
girl.
stores one day. I want to have an in-person headquarters where I'm, like, vibing with my employees in person. Like, we're gonna fucking take over the world. So there's just, we're forever still not done with that. Like, there's no, I'm not, like, people are like, "Oh, like, you want to be like, do you want to have your clothes like in stores one day?" No, I am the store. I am gonna fucking beat out Lululemon. I don't know. But, like, we're taking it to the moon for that. And next in life, I mean, I would love to find a husband and make some babies and have somebody to share this life with. I can't
You
be
deserve it, girl.
a fucking hot mom without the husband and the children. Like, come on.
Listen, that can happen in a day. It happened in a day for me. And you're such a you're such a like powerful woman in such a good way. And you have such a beautiful dance of like masculine and feminine. Like I feel like I was single through all of my 20s and like I told you when we were talking and it literally happened in a day. Like you never know. For
That's what I
anyone out
keep
there
hearing.
listening right now, like you just never know. Everyone's timing is so different. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I
We talked about that for a while.
keep trying to trust in the universe's timing for me, but
The longer you
we'll
wait, the
see.
better it is. I swear. I
Hey, I
swear. I
could be
swear.
it's like at least I didn't have to go through my second marriage already at this point, you know?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
skipped that part.
Could always be worse. And then the final question before we close out, and I'm so sad because I love this conversation. I can't believe it's been 1 hour. That like
I know,
breezed
we're just
by, but I knew it
yapping.
was gonna be like that with you. That's why this was the best first interview ever. If you could give one piece of advice to a woman that wants to go for her dreams or feels stuck right now, what would that be?
Just take whatever step is right in front of you. Like I was saying earlier, like
Mm,
one thing always leads to another. It doesn't have to be like, this is what my next big career move is going to be. Like, this is going to be the thing that like makes me financially independent, or this is going to be like the life changing decision, or this, like this one workout, or this workout split, or this diet is going to be the one that gets me there. Like, no, like you just have to take the next step. Like, I was listening to somebody, it might have been Gary Vee. It was like somebody, and they were like, this is going to sound so stupid and so simple. And like, literally, Nike said it, but literally, just do it. Something
yeah.
as simple as like, I'll think about that. I'll be sitting on my couch and I'm just like scrolling my phone and I don't want to get up. And it's like, bitch, you got to do the dishes. You got to do the dishes. And I'm like, I can't. I just keep scrolling. And I'm like, literally, just do it. Like, just do it. Just get up and do it. Just set the alarm. Just go to the workout class. Just ask for the raise. Just go on the date. Like, literally, just do it. Period.
I feel like that is one of the biggest things that I learned about you, and I'm sure a lot of other people have, is that like you're someone that just like doesn't have a lot of fear and you just take action. And I feel like if you just take action and you either look fear in the face or maybe you don't have any fear, then so much will unfold for your life and for yourself and your confidence and just everything that you want for the vision of your life. And I think that that's such a great part of you. And it's just the world needs more women like you and to hear more women like you speak because it's just so motivational and inspirational. And I cannot wait to see your brand be exactly, I mean, it already is. It already is exactly what it is. But it's just been so great talking to you and following you.
Yay,
And for
thank
anyone
you.
that is still listening to the end, follow her on Instagram. Your Instagram handle is Weylyn, Weylyn, right?
Apparel. Yes.
Apparel.
Yeah. Weylyn
That's your
Apparel.
clothing brand. And then your personal is Bree Henry.
Yeah. Two E's and two Y's. So
Got it.
BreeHenryY.
Yep, and you'll see it on her Wayland page too. But guys, check it out. If you're someone that's like getting into the gym right now, or you're someone that is like way into their fitness journey, or maybe you don't, maybe you're not even in the gym, maybe you're doing Pilates, yoga, whatever it is, maybe you just go on walks. I don't care what it is. Or maybe you don't do any of that and you just want to wear a cute outfit. Like your clothing brand is so great and the mission behind it is absolutely incredible. And I'm just so happy to know somebody like you and to have shared the hour with you, girl. You like made my
Yay.
day. I'm gonna run through a brick wall as soon
I
as we
know.
get up. I want to go boxing. I want to punch something. Where's my boyfriend? I'm gonna like punch him in a loving way when he walks in the door. Like, sorry, I'm revved up right now.
I envision the Kool-Aid man running through the wall. Like,
Yeah.
that's me. Like, I'm fucking ready to go after this. I had a great time. This is awesome. I'm so
Oh my
excited to be able to
God.
share this.
Yes, Brie, thank you so much for being my first ever guest on the Inner Lift podcast. And everything will be linked in the show notes, guys. But thank you for being on the Inner Lift. Thanks for listening. And I hope that that has motivated somebody out there.